today I filmed a back to school makeup hair tutorial. I just wanted to get this video up and out there for you guys going back to school this semester, this year. If you guys are in high school or in college like me, you know that you kind of don't want to spend a lot of time just getting ready for class. I mean, when I'm in college, it's just like, so like my class is at 10, I'll wake up at 9:50, like just whatever. But for those mornings that I do have time, or that you have time, that you want to recreate this look, just this is for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I pulled up a picture from when I was in high school, and I saw the makeup that I wore, and let's just say this version I prefer. The thing is, I don't think I believed in concealer back in high school. I just did the foundation, liner, yeah. But anyways, I pulled up that picture from the archives and I wanted to kind of recreate the look, but kind of put more of like the stuff that I've learned throughout the years after high school. I wanted to input that as well as what I originally did when I was in high school. So let's jump into it. So I'll be using the Better Skin and L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, and I'm just going to be mixing that on my face for a matte but also natural skin finish because I don't want to look too cakey for school. The Maybelline Fit Me Concealer is one of my favorite concealers of all time, so I'm just putting it on the areas where you typically highlight. After blending in my concealer, I noticed that my face was a little too pale for my liking, so I'm just adding in a darker shade of foundation on my contoured areas to give me more of a bronzy effect. And to set my concealer under my eyes, I'm going to be using the MAC Studio Fix pressed powder in NC25 and just going to put that on my highlighting areas. I'm going to be taking the MAC CAREBLEND pressed powder as my bronzer today. I actually used to use this product back in high school, and that was my bronzer and contour all in one back in the day. And just to emphasize the contour a tad bit more, I'm going to be taking MAC Blunt Blush. It's actually a very dark brown shade that I'm just going to emphasize the contoured areas with. And here we have ColourPop's highlighter in Lunch Money. So I'm just dabbing it all over my highlighted areas. Funny story is that back in high school, I used to take my mom's highlighter, and it was in a squeezy tube, and it was very gold. It was a little bit off of a color from this one, but it's very close. But it was a cream highlight. Onto the brows. I'm just going to be using my Anastasia Pro Pencil and highlighting under my brows, and also taking the spoolie end of my brow definer and just combing out my brows. With clear brow gel, I'm just going to be setting a base for my brows, and then I'm going to be filling it the rest in with my brow definer. If you guys want a brow tutorial or a brow routine, let me know. I could totally make that video, guys, happen for you. Going back in with MAC Blunt, I'm going to just be taking a fluffy brush and sweeping it over my crease to give me a little added definition. With the same highlight that we used for our cheekbones, I'm also going to be dabbing it on my eyelids for our eyeshadow, and then going back in with no additional product on our fluffy brush, I'm just going to reinforce the crease area. Now just taking any black eyeliner pencil, I'm just smudging that along my lash line just to give some definition. I used to do this all the time back in the day, which is what you're seeing here, lining my waterline. That was probably like the most popular thing all the girls in school would do. It's like always line, like put on eyeliner right there. Since I'm not trying to look like a raccoon, I'm just smudging it out with a flat definer brush, and then I'll be applying a coat of mascara on my upper and lower lash line. And finally, I'm going to be taking Tarte's Lip Surgeon's Crayon in Lucky, which is kind of like a baby doll pink, and just apply that on my lips. That's going to be it for this part of the tutorial. Next, I'm going to show you a little more. Then I'm going to be taking the Artist Couture Conceited Diamond Powder. That's one of my favorites. Now, since we have the ColourPop highlighter on, the cream highlighter, Lunch Money, this is just gonna stick to that. You see? Just a little pop. Yes, girl. Get that glow. A little bit on the nose, the bridge of the nose, go over the eyebrow, Cupid's bow, and the chin line. All I would do is just add a liquid lipstick. So today I'm going to use the Jeffree Star Gemini. It's one of my go-to colors. I'm just going to put it right on top of this because I don't feel like taking it off because it's super moisturizing and I love the way it smells. So I'm just going to put it, and it just glides like butter. Oh my god, it felt so good. And it kind of gives it a little pinkier undertone, which is cool. I dig it. Okay, so this is my completed look. This is what I would wear. I'd wear this every day. I'd be happy with it. Oh, actually, I forgot what I wanted to do. I wanted to take my palette, the Tarte Contour Pot. I wanted to take the darkest shade right there, put my shader brush, kind of saturate the color on my brush, and just lightly go over my liner so that it doesn't smudge, because I have oily eyelids, so it always transfers if I don't use a liquid eyeliner. I could use gel or pencil and it'll still transfer. Do you guys have that problem? Because it happens to me. This is the completed look. Transition from a little more get the basics down of like a full face, touch of added glam with the highlight and the liquid lip. I also wanted to mention these are the oil absorbing sheets. You know, you could get them anywhere pretty much, like they sell. They really help you out. Just blot your T-zone over here and you won't be oily. And then if you want, if you pack powder in like your backpack or keep it in your locker or something, you could just touch up your powder and it'll look like you just did your makeup. It's a lifesaver, trust. Okay, so now that the makeup part of the video is done, I want to show you guys a quick back to school hairstyle that I think would be fun for back to school. Nothing says back to school more than a braid, so I'm just taking my Tangle Teaser brush and just brushing my hair back. Section my hair from here, from the top of my head about to where the crown is, and I'm just going to take that section kind of, or twist it, and I should have stuck to my head so that I don't pick up any of it while I'm braiding this section. So again, I'm going to divide a section about 1 inch, kind of like my bangs, And I'm just going to divide that from all of this right here. And then from here, I'm just going 3 other sections. And all I'm going to do is braid them. I'm going to take this section right here, put it behind the middle section, behind the other outer section, which is now the middle. And then just braid it and just continue putting them under. So now that I have kind of like a locked base in, I'm going to pull some hair from here just to go. It's really easy once you get the hang of it. The key is to go slow so that you don't mess up. And then we'll take some from here. I'm not really being too precise about it. So I'm taking this outer section right here and I'm adding some hair from the back, and I'm combining it before I actually tuck it under the middle section right here. And then I'm going to continue to do this till I have no more hair left to add. Well, and I guess that was it. So I'm just gonna braid this. Going to braid it just about there, and I'm gonna keep this kind of just there. And I'm gonna pin that down. And then I'm gonna take out my loose ponytail. And then all I'm gonna do is just combine my hair, just brushing my hair back. I'm gonna let go of the pin that I put down and just combine the braid. I'm gonna make a high ponytail. Now you can actually do a half up, half down kind of look. I usually go for the ponytail just because I like to take my hair off my neck because it just gets so hot. Oops. Just like this, and just tie it really tight. And kind of pull at the sides to make it really tight, and then I just like to push the sides out a little bit just so that I don't get a headache later on during the day. And it should look like this, and it looks kind of like too neat for me, so I want to pull the braid apart a little just to give it some room to look a little bit more textured and messy. But then I kind of look like this. There's nothing you can't bobby pin down. So I'm just going to take whatever I think is popping out that I want more flat, just put in a bobby pin or 2 or 5. However many you feel comfortable with. This is my braid. It's just nice for these summer months because it's just so hot here in California that I can't. But yeah, this is perfect for like day old hair, fresh hair. It'll dry like this and you'll be good to go ready for class.